Okay, so today we have the first FA Cup semi-final. It's between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. It's a very intriguing matchup. Very intriguing matchup. I've been very impressed with both sides in the FA Cup so far, with how they've gone about their business. Aston Villa, however, they have played all those extra games in the Champions League as well. So will that be a contributing factor to what lineup Unai Emery puts out on the field with his squad rotation? Martinez in goal is always going to be a character, so expect some fireworks from Martinez. Asensio and Rashford, I think, have been really good additions in the January window. They've definitely supplemented the Villa team. Ollie Watkins, I think, is having a decent season, but there is some expectation with these players that they make the final and win some silverware. It's been a very long time for Aston Villa since they last won any silverware. So there is a lot of pressure on Aston Villa to get a result. Crystal Palace, I think there is less expectation and pressure on them, although I do believe that the fan base expects a result. They have played less games this season, which will go in their favour, which I think also could benefit them as well. Being slightly fresher as a squad, they have played less games, less miles on the legs. There's a lot more pressure on Aston Villa because they are a European side. I think there will be that expectation and pressure on Villa because last season they qualified for the Champions League. They played in the Champions League this season. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. It's going to be interesting how both managers utilise the 5 available substitutes, and we can debate the 5 sub rule, whether that's good or bad for the game, in a separate video. But I do think I've been very impressed with how both sides have gone about their business in the FA Cup this season. I think, as I say, there's more pressure and expectation on Aston Villa to get a result. I think both managers would like to avoid extra time and penalties, especially Villa with the extra games they've played. That fatigue factor, I can see both managers setting up to try and win the game in the 90, which could create some really exciting football. Obviously, I do expect the first 10-15 minutes to be a little bit cagey, maybe, a little bit tactical, with the two sides figuring each other out. But the way both sides have approached the FA Cup this season has been refreshing. Some of the goals they've scored have been brilliant. And Aston Villa, some of the way that they have played and some of their attacking play and interplay, they do create a lot of chances. And when you've got Emi Martinez in goal, there's going to be some colourful antics as well. I would look for Crystal Palace to try and maybe get under Emi Martinez a little bit at corners and free kicks, just to try and see if they can get him emotionally overcharged and him to do something stupid, because he has that in his game. Those antics are in his game. But both sides like to get it wide. Both sides like to pass and move quickly and transition quickly. This slow build-up play. So I think we could have quite an open game. I think Palace are definitely the underdogs. I think Villa are the favourites, and thus I think there will be more expectation and more pressure on Villa. But I'm looking forward to a very exciting game. I expect it to be done in the 90 minutes. Both sides will want to avoid extra time and penalties. So there we go. There's my preview. I'm expecting goals. I'm expecting potentially a high-scoring game. I could see a 4-3 or a 3-2. I'm expecting goals. I'm expecting action, and I'm expecting it to get done in the 90 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts on the upcoming fixture in the comments section below. It's a 5:15 kick-off this afternoon, so that makes it interesting. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more content for you all very, very soon.